Hello, movie lovers. Bob for Bob's movie review here, and I'd like to review for a movie I just watched called The Sixth Friend. Be sure to click subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload great new content. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to show it some love and give it a like rating. So this one should be available in select theaters now from the Asylum. I'm not sure when this is getting a physical release, how long it'll be in theaters. I do have a list of the theaters getting it: Los Angeles, Downtown Independent, Kansas City, Greenland Armor, Atlanta, Aurora Cineplex, Minneapolis, Thailand Cinema, Cleveland, Hickory Ridge, Chicago, Imagine Frankfurt Theater, Detroit, Imagine Canton Theater, Seattle, Galaxy Monroe 12, Sacramento, Galaxy Riverbank Luxury Plus, and Austin, Galaxy Highland 10. So this movie is not rated, has a 1 hour and 25 minute runtime. It is a horror movie directed by Letia, Clouston, and it stars Jamie Bernadette, Chantelle, Albers, Dominique, Swain, Jessica Morris, Tania, Nolan, Monique, Rosario, and David Villada. So this movie is about this group of friends. They're all just kind of partying and hanging out and having fun and drinking and doing drugs and probably just taking things a little too far. And this guy, I don't know where he came from, just this guy starts giving them some drugs, and I don't know if they knew him already or if he was just like a drug dealer or what the deal was. But they basically start taking some hallucinogen, and they're, just kind of hallucinating and whatever. And they realize their one friend is locked in a room with him, and they get very concerned, and they break in and they find out, well, they don't reveal what they find out right away. They kind of give away some of the details a little by little until they finally reveal the whole thing. Now, basically, they do end up killing the guy, or they believe they killed the guy, or something along those lines. You do see them being interviewed by the police, covered by blood. But again, you just don't know exactly what happened. And so now it's 5 years later. Now, to me, it seems odd that it would be 5 years later. It's kind of a long time. And Jamie Bernadette's character, Joey, she's still just really not over it. And I'm not saying you ever get over something like that, but she's kind of just acting like it was like last week. And her friends are like tired of her kind of withdrawing from everyone and everything and spending all her time alone. And at one point she even says, "I can't sleep and I can't eat." And I'm just like, man, it seems like a long time to still be kind of that, into it. But they end up going up, they trick her into going up to this cabin. I think she thinks it's just going to be her and her friend for the weekend. And she gets there and all the other friends are there, and she wants to leave immediately. But none of them do. They all seem to be okay, though. But then you kind of find out that maybe they aren't all as okay as they seem. And there's somebody out to kill them, possibly. You're not sure if it's just like in their minds or if it's really happening or what exactly is going on. So I did enjoy this movie. I thought it was a very neat idea for a movie. It definitely had a more modern feel. I don't know if they were like all actresses, but a lot of them were like talking about their acting parts and things that they were trying to do for like reality TV and stuff like that. And so it kind of felt more modern in that way. That I would definitely say that there were some performances in this movie that were better than others. Jamie Bernadette, she's always good in these, so she was good. And the rest of the cast, I mean, they were adequate at least in this, and some were better than others. I don't want to like say specifically who, but I just felt like some of the performances weren't quite as good. This movie also did have some cool kills, and it had some good practical effects. They did do some digital effects, especially with blood. I've seen them done worse. They're always super obvious, but they didn't overuse them, I don't think, and they did a mixture of kind of virtual blood and practical blood, and the mixture together, to me, it wasn't too distracting, and I thought it was pulled off well. There was also this one like where somebody was on fire, and it just like was so quick. It was hard to really tell exactly what was happening. But to me, I thought it looked all right. And, you know, there's a couple cool kills and cool scenes like that. So I think this is a pretty cool slasher for sure. I also wanted to mention, I thought there were a few scenes in this that they kind of threw in there to be more of jokes or to make it a little lighter, kind of a little comedy, which, you know, most movies do nowadays. And I did laugh a few times in this movie. I thought there were some good lines, like some good one-liners and stuff in this one. And especially like when the friends were just kind of all hanging out and being themselves, and they were just loose and having fun and whatever. You know, that was kind of funny. And I definitely had to laugh at the ending. I do definitely like that they just kind of wrap everything up. They don't necessarily, I wouldn't necessarily say they don't leave it open for a sequel, but they do kind of answer all the questions and let you know exactly what happened in the movie, and I always appreciate that. So I think for a score on this one, guys, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's definitely worth checking out for horror fans, slasher fans. But I'll thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like rating. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos. Check out the suggested videos. Check out my website, BobsMovieReview.com. And I'll see you guys next time.